transcription was over, complete. In prokaryotes and eukaryotes, transcription was over. We are going ahead after that. Okay, we are learning genetic codes. Like the once the what is genetic material that was confirmed, then came many other processes like transcription. We have learned replication of DNA, semi-conservative way of replication in DNA, and now comes the genetic codes. Like Mr. George, the scientist, has actually uh, George Macau was the one who gave. He said that there are uh, three nucleotides or three purines or pyrimidines can be there. That is, we call it as triplets. Okay, is coded for one amino acid. But the point was which three? Okay, so for that, what they did, the experiment I'm telling about what we have got over till yesterday. Okay, it is a search for the type of genetic material, or so not genetic material, the genetic code for each amino acid, 20 amino acids, and which are the codes. For that, the experiment was conducted. And in that experiment, what they did, they have first taken E. coli, grown it finally in the laboratory. And then after that, uh, after making the, using the pistol and all, they have made the, grinded little. And then in that grinded one, they have used, they have taken the material from that. They're saying from where they have taken the raw material. Okay. And then they, in a separate test tube, they provided the arrangement so that they wanted the process of translation to be done. Now, what they did, they prepared, they have to, what all things is needed for that translation? Number one is ribosomal RNA, rRNA. They took it, then they have added tRNA, the adapter molecule, this to nutritive medium. All this thing was given, and then what happened? Without mRNA, messenger RNA, uh, transcription is not possible. Okay, so for this, so translation is not possible. For that, they have used, uh, they made artificial mRNA, and for this, what they used only the mRNA with uracil, only uracil, UUU. They prepared artificially, and they've added in that nutritive medium. And what they found was they got phenylalanine. Sorry, phenylalanine was prepared. So they got the code for methylaniline. That is triple U is the code for, like this. They have prepared artificially many experiments, and after conducting such experiments, they came down to give us that genetic code chart. Okay, proceed. Now we'll proceed.
They created a free cell system by grinding E. coli bacteria using a mortar and pestle to obtain E. coli extracts. The E. coli was then added to a
Acid, as it was given by George Macau, that there are triplets. Triplet means we are talking about the triple. What is the information for each protein to get it synthesized? What are the codes needed? Okay, so like this, for that only they conducted this experiment, and this kind of in laboratory they succeeded with the one that is triple U gave phenylalanine. Okay, so this phenylalanine means triple U. Okay, this you can check even in your genetic code chart, what is in your book also. So like this, when they have experimented many ways, and giving artificial mRNAs and all, prepared artificial mRNA, such things, we got the total 20 amino acid coded, and we know now. Okay, fine. So let it be once again, let them see.
everything needed for protein synthesis, including ribosomes and amino acids, to name a few. However, the test tube lacked an mRNA, without which protein synthesis was not possible. The scientists then added artificially synthesized mRNA, consisting of only one base, uracil, in the free cell system. The E. coli extract in the free cell system was now able to produce a protein chain made of one repeating amino acid, phenylalanine, with the help of the Severo-Ochoa enzyme called polynucleotide phosphorylase that was present in the extract. This suggested triplet UUU codes for the amino acid phenylalanine. Nirenberg and Mattei had finally cracked the genetic code for at least one amino acid. Subsequently, Hargobind Khorana formulated a chemical method to produce well-defined nucleic acids, long strands of RNA with every nucleotide in the exact position. This helped determine the rest of the genetic code, which was expressed in the form of a chart.
This is a genetic code, and
Today we know that the genetic code is an array of 64 codons. A sequence of 3 nucleotides on an RNA strand that encodes a specific amino acid during protein synthesis. Of the 64 codons, 3 codons.
How much it will be? 20 into 3. Come on, no one. Anyways, you multiply and see. It is actually. Hello? Now here you see, all of you. Here you can see this as is here, phenylalanine, triple U. Even UUC can also give you phenylalanine, and it is represented by PHE. Okay, like this you can say serine, leucine, proline. These are the genetic codes, and when it is written along against a genetic code mentions about or can decode for that protein, okay, that amino acid. So like that, here it is, no, aspartic acid. So here, now if you see here, this each of this codon, this was now Hargobind Singh Khurana actually gave, instead of undergoing each and every experiment, he gave some chemical formula by which very precisely that he was given the Nobel Prize also, and for this, and he has given fantastic equations which can without experimenting exact codes and all were determined. Okay, so after the long efforts of many scientists, we have got this genetic codes for 20 amino acids. Okay, and then as you can see in this, as I told you before, it's like stop codon, you have to learn it. Stop codon is UGA. Okay, UGA is a stop codon. Even UAA is a stop codon. If you will find it here, glutamic acid, you have to already have to learn it, because no, UAGAA. Okay, and there is start codon also, you will find it somewhere here. Okay, like this, some of it, this is stop codon. Okay, and fine. So like this, you have to learn some valine also, you have to learn. Here you can see, if I will make it little, AUG is a start codon. Okay, fine. Like this, few, not all, you cannot remember. At least stop codons, there are 2, you have to learn 2, in the sense when we say it is very precisely, you see, UGA is only a stop codon. Okay, out of this what it has been marked, while here UAA as well as UAG, here both are stop codons. Here start codon is only UAUG. They are marking it very. Otherwise, if you see, if I say here proline, okay, proline. If I say all these three, CCU, CCC, CCA, CCG, all this will code for proline. Okay, so this is the genetic code. What has been after a lot of experiments and theories and proving it has been given. So we'll move ahead with
UAA, also called ochre, UAG, also called amber, and UGA, also called opal, act as a stop codon, which means they terminate the translation process and as such don't code any amino acid. Hence, they are known as nonsense codons or termination codons.
okay. Stop codons means I have told before also during the time of transcription and translation. I told you when we learn about terminator part of the transcriptional unit. Terminator means nothing but that stop codons. That codes are present there, and which is also known as nonsense. It doesn't mean nonsense. It means it is not carrying any information. So no sense, like that. It has been word given nonsense, or it is termination codons, which will terminate not only if it is present during the transcriptional unit, it will terminate the transcription. For the translation process also there will be a terminator, that is a stop codons, which will stop the process of protein synthesis, that is translation. Okay.
The rest of the 61 codons code the 20 amino acids found in the human body. Moreover, one codon codes for only one specific amino acid. Which makes the genetic code.
So here the start codons are very particular. This, as I said, CCU, when you see, you will not find same codes producing or synthesizing two codes producing different protein. Like if I talk about this one CGU will give adenine. Okay, now CGU will not be coded anywhere. Okay, for any other protein. CGU means it will give adenine. Not only that, even CGC will give, but then CGC you will not find anywhere else. Understood? So the codes are very particular. Okay, that will produce only one type of proteins. Okay.
Unambiguous and specific. For example, the codon UGG codes for tryptophan, and AUG codes for methionine as well as acts as a start codon, which means it initiates the protein synthesis. The genetic code is also a degenerate, which means that many different codons encode a particular amino acid. Take the case of serine, which is coded by 6 different codons including UCU, UCC, UCA, UCG, AGU, and AGC. Phenylalanine, on the other hand, is coded by codons UUU and UUC. Did you know that the genetic code is almost universal and the same throughout all living organisms? The codon GUG, for instance, codes for amino acid valine in plants as well as animals.
Okay, till the time screen comes.
A pizza, you accidentally use chocolate sauce instead of tomato sauce. The end product won't be a pizza, but a new dish. Likewise, in your body, if a particular base in your
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
on write the silent features of genetic codes. So what are the features you can write for genetic code? Number one, genetic codes, there are 20 amino acids, and for each amino acid there are, in a triplet form, each amino acid has got three uh, I mean nitrogenous bases, which informs about the type of amino acid. Okay, and then in total, if you see that there are these name of the amino acids are written, or the proteins are written there, they're very much uh, this genetic codes are very much particular. They though the two or three genetic codes may inform about one type of protein, but there is no, it is not ambiguous in nature, means it will not create any confusion. Very clear it is. Okay, and then it degenerates means, here it means that no, one genetic code, like as we said, AUG is not only a start codon but also carries the information for a protein also. So like this, there one code, two, three codes may be there for one protein. Okay, like this, and this silent features you should know to write for genetic code, because genetic code itself is an important question of 3 marks. If genetic code comes, it will not come of less than 3 marks. Okay, while out of this, the code what is given in the book chart, if you will go through, as I said, all the 3 codes for stop codons, you have to learn it. The start codon, you have to learn it, and their names: valine, then phenylalanine. These are actually is coming in between, glutamic acid is coming in between the disorders what we have learned. So already that also you have to learn. Okay, we are moving ahead with the next topic.
Your DNA is inserted, deleted, or rearranged, it would result in a mutation, which can be defined as a change in the genetic code resulting in a loss or gain of a codon. Mutations can be triggered by a host of factors, including physical and environmental factors such as exposure to the ultraviolet rays of the sun, radioactive radiations, or harmful chemicals.
Okay, like in the before also, in actually chapter 5 also we have touched this topic regarding point mutation or gene mutation, as well as chromosomal mutation. Under that topic we have learned. Here little more in elaborated form you have to learn in chapter 6. Okay, there also we have learned some disorders. Here also we are going to learn something like what happens when this kind of mutation happens. Little more, as I said, little more elaborate it is. Here they will tell you how, because now you know about the genetic codes. They're going to tell you how the code when it mutes. Okay, now they are showing you very clearly in the animation that how, first of all, what is mutation? A sudden change in the position of gene. Okay, now position of gene, number of gene, or size of the gene, that change coming from the normal thing is actually mutation. What can be the reasons for mutation? It can be the ultraviolet rays, any kind of rays, actually gamma rays, x-rays. Nowadays it is said that any kind of rays can make mutation of the gene sometimes. Okay, not all, but still yes, most of it. Then, and sometimes some kind of chemical, the chemical which are in the vaporous form, if we are getting it inside, and usage of some chemicals for long time can, like having tobaccos or such kind of things, can cause mutations. Okay, so
Mutations
sometimes
which
without any reason, sometimes without any reason, there is no reason sometimes, but the mutation happens. Now here you are going to learn with some statements. They are going to explain you. The first what they told you was like, in place of tomato ketchup, if you put in the pizza, you put, suppose you are adding chocolate. So will the flavor will be same? No, the flavor will change, right? Like the taste which what the tomato ketchup carries, and the flavor what we get when we put chocolate is two different things. So if by mistake, accidental, or by purposefully, when you add some other ingredients, the dish changes. Okay, same way, the our main ingredients of our life as is the this kind of genetic codes and all. So if this genes, if this DNA changes, or the position changes, or some kind, sometime in proxy, in the sense of substitution happens, instead of a nucleotides, this purines and pyrimidines, T comes, or in place of G, C comes, like this. If there's a that is substitutions, okay, or any one gets deleted, or instead of one getting added, more than one gets added on. So you will find nicely they are going to explain with statements how that great change comes. Okay,
Often result in undesirable effects, can be classified into various types, including point mutation and frame shift mutation. To understand these two types of mutations, let us use the statement, "The cat ate the rat," to represent an DNA template. The individual words of the statement represent.
Here you can see each word is carrying 3 letters. So what they want to represent is each letter is one nitrogenous base. Okay, in that way they wanted to explain you with the example of this statement. If this statement, if you see, it is made up of, each word is of 3 letters. So each amino acid carries triplets, 3 nitrogenous bases. So like this, the cat ate the rat. Now they are going to show you when one point mutation happens. Yeah.
What is the full form for H?
What is H?
Yes,
here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
but here it is not abbreviation. Here they are explaining you with the example. This is a statement. They are going to show you in this.
Okay.
In this example of the statement, that if I will remove E with A, or if I remove just C is removed, what will happen? If instead, understood? With this example, this is an example. This is not abbreviation. Okay, this is not the nitrogenous basis. They are just telling you, like, they took this example to explain us. Okay, since nitrogenous bases, since in the genetic codes, this each amino acid carries only 3 nitrogenous bases, so they have selected a statement which is carrying, the whole statement is carrying 3 letters each word. Okay, the cat ate the rat. The meaning is coming proper now. Okay, the meaning is proper. Now what will happen when the mutation occurs in this, the statement will change. You will understand what is happening inside our body. Like something like this, it happens. The meaning changes, the property changes inside, and the proper functioning will not happen accordingly. Okay, now if you see the example, you will understand.
DNA codons, and the letters represent nucleotide bases. Moreover, just like an DNA template, the statement is a reading frame where the words are contiguous and non-overlapping. In point mutation, only one base is substituted by another base, which results in a change in the genetic code. In our statement, if we replace C with B, the altered statement will read, "The bat ate the rat." Such a change in the genetic code can lead to undesirable.
This was substitution, or you can substitution of only one gene. Instead of C, what came? B came. So the statement changed from the bat ate the cat. The rat ate the. What was the statement? The cat ate the rat. Okay. Now what is becoming? The mutation happened, and they're trying to explain you the substitution property. That means when in the mutation substitution happens, that means in place of one nitrogenous base, another nitrogen base is coming. Instead of C, D has come. This is an example. Okay, so what happened? The whole statement, the meaning has changed. The sentence, the animal totally changed. No, from the cat, now it is bat. Okay, that is what. Then
Terrible consequences. For instance, a change in a single base pair in the gene for the beta-globin chain results in a change in amino acid residue glutamate to valine, which ultimately leads to sickle cell anemia. In the case of frame shift mutation,
now this is the proper example. that was a proper example in which the beta chain was getting substituted. This is, we have learned under point mutation, and which disease? Sickle cell anemia. How people get sickle cell anemia? When substitution happen or mutation happens, okay, on one point gene or one gene. Okay, so what will happen in this is a disease from a normal cell which should be like this, it becomes like sickle, and the patient, and instead of valine, glutamic acid comes and replaces. Okay, that's it. Yes.
In the case of frame shift mutation, two or more bases are either inserted or deleted from the DNA template. For instance, in our example, if we insert two letters R and K, it will change the reading frame, and hence the altered statement will read, "The cat arc tet her at."
Okay,
Whereas,
here, wait. Now, okay, here what happened here was, before it was even about the point mutation or substitution, that is Mendelian disorders, what we have learned about sickle cell anemia. Now here it is frame shift, how the total frame is getting shifted. Okay, that will cause much more physiologically, not only physiologically, morphologically, changes will be too many, okay, in the body. Okay, now in this what happened, you saw, they said, this is the example, the cat ate the rat. This was the basic normal information carried. Now in place of frame shift, when we say that is the frame shift is such kind of mutations where not one, more than one gene either gets inserted. Okay, inserted means getting inside, or gets deleted. Okay, removed. So when inserted or deleted, the statement is totally getting changed, and they will make the combination with the next